Fantastic. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Heavy Leather Topless Dance Party.
Yeah!
Haven't seen our show before? It's a rock and roll dance party. You're going to have a good time. Before I tell you what's happening tonight, let me tell you who everybody is. My name is Ken. You might know me as the frankly legendary rock and roll writer, Sleaze Grinder.
Yeah!
And this is the last gang in town. To my right, there she is, everybody. It's America's Showgirl. It's Elsa Riot.
Yeah!
And to my left, Chachi to my Fonz, Jesse to my Walter, Stacy DC, everybody.
Yeah!
And over to my other left, there they are, the kings of the nighttime world. It's Black Leather Lagoon.
Oh, wow, babaloo, wow, bye, fuck you!
What a show tonight. Rock and roll from Gray Bouchard and the Dedications, everybody.
Yeah!
Look at them over there. There they are. Look, they're dressed for the occasion.
They're dressed to kill. I feel like a lot of people are dressed to kill tonight.
Bringing the production value way up.
Everybody's wearing gray pants. Did you notice that? Gray pants.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
is
they're
I
doing.
did not notice
Weird.
that.
Gray
We
Bouchard.
gotta get to the bottom of that.
Gray Bouchard demands gray pants.
That is fucked up.
Right.
We gotta get to the bottom
What
of that.
what an egomaniac.
You know what though? We kind of love those because we kind of are egomaniacs ourselves.
There's a lot of egos in
That's
this
show
room
business,
for sure.
baby.
You gotta appreciate a good dress code, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of
Absolutely.
course. We dig it.
Also, the Boston arm wrestling dames are here
Yeah!
to teach us a lesson in violence we won't soon forget.
I didn't forget my lesson from last time.
Yeah, me
from
either.
them,
My arm's
so,
still
yeah,
Did you
sore.
no,
make
I'm
that
done.
tagline up, or is that their tagline?
No, that's a line from an Exodus song.
Oh, nice.
Thrash metal band from the Bay Area, mid '80s.
Stacy knows.
Right.
So
I know. Duh.
so there you go. You got rock and roll, you got arm wrestling, and you got friendship. What else could you?
Beautiful.
What else could you want in a rock and roll show? All right, before we get to all of tonight's activities, we have to bring up one of our pals. Sometimes I do a little section on this show called The Bleeding Rainbow,
Of course.
where well, before we do that, hey, Stacy says she understands Bitcoin now. Go ahead, tell everybody what Bitcoin is.
What
Ooh.
do I?
She
I'm
watched-
still trying to figure this
She
out.
watched
so.
the cartoon, and now she knows how
Okay, all right,
Bitcoin
cool.
works.
No, I read a cartoon, which
Oh, you
is
read a
not
cartoon.
one
Read a
of my
cartoon?
strong suits.
Okay,
So let me explain it like this.
there we go. Because everybody wants to know what a Bitcoin is.
Yes.
Say I give you an apple.
All right, here we go.
Say I give you an apple.
All right.
There you go.
And so it's a tangible thing that you have that you can give to somebody, trade for something.
Yeah, I've given my apple to
It's value.
Elsa.
It has value.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I'm holding the apple now.
Say I give you a digital apple. I email you an attachment that's a digital apple.
Okay, then I'm out because that's not a real apple.
Right, because you you can't prove that there's any value to that apple.
Right.
So what Bitcoin does, am I doing a good job yet?
I don't know. I'm waiting.
I'm with
Oh,
you.
yeah, I'm with you so
I
far.
feel like
Clears
I'm
the
very
bell. Yeah.
convincing
I'm
so
waiting.
investing
far.
right
waiting.
now,
To,
actually.
I'm waiting to hear what happens next.
So where was I going with these apples?
Okay,
Yeah.
so we got a digital apple.
Digital apple.
Digital apple.
Digital apples. So what Bitcoin does
Okay, here we
is
go.
it allows you to use the digital world to create currency that you can actually prove the value of, and it does that by creating, like everybody understands like why the value of a counting book and why you would use that with real money. The reason people don't like putting their money in like this cryptocurrency world is because they can't prove that it's not acting like a digital file, that it has real money. But if you create a public ledger where everybody can see and agree on its value, then you can handle money in like a digital world. Did that make sense at all?
No.
You know what? I got lost like 2/3 of the way through.
Begin investing in your digital apples today, kids.
Will somebody reach out to me and
But
tell
you-
me if I'm on track?
I
with
just
this?
know that you have to get Bitcoins to buy the really good drugs.
Right.
So.
But you did your best, and that's what counts. Let's hear it for Stacy DC.
Yeah!
I thought I did great.
Who
You
did her
were-
That's
best?
what the cartoon said.
Who did her best trying to explain Bitcoin? Do you have any Bitcoins now after you've seen it?
I think I'm going to get some.
Okay, good for you. All right. I do a section on this show. It's called The Bleeding Rainbow sometimes, where I tell you about a book that I just read, but I haven't read any books lately.
Why?
Because I've been
You've
busy
been watching
with
so
other
many
things.
movies and
I've been busy with other things. Mostly staring at the wall. But
Right. So we should check in later.
but By the way, we're not allowed in the basement anymore, and then half of the stuff that was back there are now there. So I'm sure there's going to be.
Because it's dangerous down
Yeah,
there?
it's dangerous. We can't.
I think I have some
It's
shoes down there.
dangerous.
Our building
Yeah.
our building has been condemned. I don't know if we mentioned that on the show before. I'm sure we have.
I mean, it is
Something
literally
called
falling
black
down.
mold.
And every week we come back, something else. Now we can't go into the basement. So just don't go in the basement,
Don't go in the
everybody.
basement.
Don't drink the water, maybe? I don't know.
Where are we keeping our stuff then?
We got to put it in the corner. It's a whole thing. We'll talk about it later. All right. So, but Andy read a book. So we're going to bring Andy over. He's going to tell you about a book he read. It's time for the Bleeding Rainbow.
Yeah!
Boom. This is the only educational part of the show.
Oh, I shall.
I guarantee
To my mic.
you won't learn anything else this evening. Except for this, and I've been telling this to everybody. Between the 10th and the 15th century in medieval England, you could pay the rent with a
Bitcoin.
bucket of eels. No,
Digital eels?
no, real ones. It may be digital eels now, right?
Yes, digital eels. You can do it.
Okay, fine. I'll talk into the mic.
But you could pay the rent with eels. What?
Yeah, Elsa told me, and I didn't listen. I was too cool to talk into my mic.
All right.
So
everybody, here
anyhow,
we
I
go.
read this book. This is the Little Book of Secret Societies. I'll show it around. It's little enough
Okay.
to sort of
Yeah!
conceal it, which makes it even more secret.
You can't really conceal.
I was walking
Where
down the
would you
street with this
conceal that?
earlier. I just concealed it right under
I
my
feel
eye.
like if I
Okay.
saw
Ooh.
you reading that on the train, I would be a little worried.
Don't worry.
You would
It's
have
fine.
you would
It's
have
fine.
like
I
Unabomber
would
kind
just
of
be
vibes.
like, what? Yeah, maybe.
You got more to worry about on the train these days than some chump with weird hair reading a weird book, you know?
Okay.
It's,
True.
yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
Sure.
Go ahead. Now it's time. Now it's time to talk
well,
about
here
it.
we go. We have the little book of secret societies.
Okay, here we go.
And you have a table of contents here which
Yeah.
lists just a wide variety of secret societies throughout history, and each one
Yeah.
gives you both the place of origin,
Sure.
approximately when, the founder,
Yeah.
the current
Cool.
status, its history,
The
Yeah.
Illuminati.
the conspiracy theories,
Okay.
and then the skeptical view,
Right.
its level of influence to this day, and then finally a little paragraph on how to join. So if there's any of these that you find appealing, let's just pick one at random.
Okay,
Ken.
let's do it.
You
Let's
know,
do it.
let's see. Just point. Here we go. There's a lot of
One with
good ones.
aliens.
Boom! I like the sound of that one.
There we go. Order of the Golden and Rosy Cross.
Love it. I want in.
There-
I want
see?
in.
Well, let's see how. Let's see how
Okay,
Ken
good.
can
Do you?
become a member of the Golden
maybe.
and Rosy Cross.
Here we go.
What? Huh? No. Okay. So it no longer exists. So
Okay.
you're shit out of luck. But if it did,
But I'm sure
Damn
there's
it.
lots of other great societies
there's
that you
plenty
can
of.
join.
That's right. Exactly.
That's the good news.
And if you were to form a new one,
Yeah.
you would need to become a master mason, gain an aristocratic title in Germany, study alchemy and the occult, and hope to be approached. So really, not so much of a big
Done.
deal.
Cool.
Two out
Badass.
of
That's
three
cool.
ain't bad.
It's pretty
Sign
cool.
me up.
It's so. I highly recommend it, as both stated on the cover and as you can see.
Bring it back, Ken.
It's little, so read it on the train if you want to freak Stacy out. On a plane if you want to be on some sort of government watch list.
Wait a minute. But explain to me
Sure.
how it is that you ended up reading this book. Obviously, something was
Yeah.
there's something inside of you that said, I need to know about these secret societies. So,
Well, I'm not a person of faith. I'm not a big religious guy.
Okay.
So, you figure you want to be in something that's going to give you a leg up in this crazy world,
Yeah.
huh? So,
What? Do we need to be?
no, you don't need to be, but, just pick a favorite one or just join them all and you're covered,
Hey.
Secret societies, reach out. We're actively looking to join them.
We are.
So,
We are. I don't know if you should say that on the air. I predict that this will be some sort of impetus to get us off the air and the building torn down within a couple of months.
no way at all. Not at all. Not at all.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Should we rein it
Reptilian
in?
overlords.
A buddy of mine was really obsessed with the Freemasons, particularly because they have the secret handshakes, and everybody loves a good secret handshake.
They do.
And every level that you go up to the Freemasons, because there's 33 levels,
A new handshake.
new handshake.
Do you have to remember all the previous ones?
Yes. So
Oh my
so he was
God.
like, I want in on this these Freemasons. So it's actually not that hard to join the Freemasons. But then he regretted his decision, because what happens when you join the Freemasons is you have to do all kinds of like volunteer shit.
Fuck
have to-
that.
It turns out that they do a lot of charity work, and you got to go out and volunteer and be a member of the community and help other people. And
that's
that
how these
and that is
societies work.
and that is bullshit. What is secret about that, man?
Right.
Well, that's why I particularly recommend the Leopard Society rather than doing a
leper society.
leopard, as in the
Leopard.
great cat.
Okay.
Ooh.
Rather than
That
doing a
sounds
bunch of
yummy.
charity work, you turn into a leopard and you murder colonists.
Whoa.
Like that.
Me too.
that
Me
can't
too.
be that can't be easy to get into.
That's
Say
glamorous.
how
Oh,
to
it's
join
fine.
that one?
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Is there a
it's all
serum?
in here. It's all in here, man.
Is there a serum? How do we? All right, just tell us how we get.
It's a secret.
Tell,
All right, there you go.
tell us how we.
Well, that's because Elsa and I have the secret handshake. That's why she can read it.
I'm so freaked out.
God damn you, Elsa Riot!
Tell us how we get the book, or is that also a secret?
Well,
Deep
my
web.
baby honey
Dark
Snoochie
web.
Puss, she went to our
Aw.
local library sale in the very snooty and exclusive enclave of Andover, Massachusetts, where this was being purged for just being too hot for the Andover Public Library.
Wow.
And bought it for a buck or so, I think.
Whoa.
So that's how I became the proud owner of this arcane tome.
Do you feel a sense of responsibility now because you've learned all this arcane information that general
Yeah.
public isn't supposed to have?
If I were a more responsible person, I certainly would.
You need to be selective about who you pass it on to.
Well, if you cannot trust Elsa Riot, whom can you trust?
Good
Yeah.
point.
I know
I
that
did-
she will do close to no harm with it.
She'll use it for good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as she understands it.
I can tell you how to join the Leopard Society.
Go ahead,
Found it
quickly,
out.
quickly,
Okay, it
quickly.
says how to join. Do not, that's in all caps, do not don the skin of a leopard and use your steel claws to cut out and eat the heart of a suitable victim. Instead, simply visit ekpe.org.
There you go.
Wow.
Very easy.
Oh.
See, the Leopard Society has a web presence. It's very convenient.
All right. Thank you,
Use
Andy
Bitcoin.
Excuse. There he is, everybody. With this
Don't forget
week's
your book, secret
this week's Bleeding Rainbow, everybody. Remember, reading is fundamental. Please try to do it more often. Stacy's doing it left and right these days.
It's unbelievable.
How does it feel?
I'm having crazy dreams because of it.
Filling your head with important information.
Mhm.
Hey,
Do it.
My dreams get too crazy when I play a lot of video games, so I feel you.
so which one? Which one gives you the most vivid dreams?
It would definitely be the Resident Evil games.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that
Speaking.
got cheers.
Yeah. Speaking of important information that you need to know, I am about to hip you to a band I think you're really going to love. All the way from wherever it is they drove in from.
Nearby.
Nearby. Nearby. Not too
yeah.
far. Here they are, everybody. It's Gray, Bouchard, and The Dedication.
Yeah!
didn't tell you to fix this. Listen, love, I know you got stuff. I didn't say I had a heart. I'm not saying I can't change. I'm through playing the part with rattling the balls of the cane. The world under the moon, and everything looks so great. You took me by the hand, my legs are weak as I push you away. She's hard on the body. She's hard on the body. On me. She's hung up on me.
Yeah! Yeah!
I can't explain. I can't explain. I lost control with 1,000 engines humming away, humming away. I can't understand you. I never will. And when life was in your hands, looking elegant as hell, all I could think of was damn. Are you lost forever? Vanished without a trace. Is the ghost of you still hanging on to it? Is it now or never? But I can't keep this thing. Chasing after honey, chasing after honey, honey, honey. Chasing after honey, honey, honey. Chasing after honey, honey, honey. Well, the sugar may be good, but the taste still lingers on. All right. I can't explain. I can't explain. I lost control of 1,000 engines humming away, humming away. I can't understand you. I never will. And when life was in your hands, looking elegant as hell, all I could think of was damn. I'm lost forever. Vanished without a trace. Is the ghost of you still hanging on to it? Is it now or never? But I can't keep this place. Chasing after honey, honey, honey. 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 Well, the sugar made me go, but the taste still lingers on. I can't explain. I can't explain. I lost control with 1,000 engines humming away, humming away. Hey, to chasing after honey, to chasing after honey, to chasing after honey, to chasing after honey, 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 chasing after honey, chasing after honey, 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 chasing after honey, chasing after honey.
Oh my goodness, everybody! Great Bouchard and the dedications. Oh, beautiful! What a display. All right, let's bring the dedications over here, and
Let's
we'll
get all these gray pants over
yeah,
here.
let's get them all over here, and we'll get to know the dedications a little
Even
bit.
the drummer.
All of them. Here they come.
Holy smokes.
Here they come. Welcome to the show. Dedications. They have a brand new record. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Here, you can come around too.
All right, I'll wait till everybody settles in.
Yeah, just
Look at this. This is nice.
All right, here we
get
go.
cozy.
Here we go. Here we go. All right. Now, number one. Here's the thing that you need to know. We won't dwell on it too much, but you should know that Gray's uncles are in Blue Oyster Cult.
It is true. It is true.
In fact, they're the rhythm section of Blue
They
Oyster
are.
Cult.
They are. They're the cowbell. If you want to hear the donk, 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 donk. That's
right.
That's Albert. Albert, I hear you, Albert.
Oh.
That's his lineage. Now, I don't want to overshadow the rest of the band, so here's what I want to do, Stacy. I want
But we will anyway.
I want each of the dedications to introduce themselves and then also tell us something cool about one of their uncles. Here we go.
Hell yeah. That's great.
Oh,
You want to start?
So my name's Eric Von Geldern, and I have an uncle who every year does a ice dive, scuba dives under the ice every year for
What?
practice.
Wait a minute.
That's
Yeah,
Practice. He's a rescue guy.
Oh, he's a
Yeah.
rescue guy.
Does he ever have to actually do it, or is he just practice
Yeah.
all the time?
So it's just the one time he gets friends over and barbecues on the ice and everything, and then yeah.
It's
And they
beautiful.
go in.
badass.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Has he-
He's 80.
And has
He's
he?
still doing it?
And he's rescued people before.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's fantastic.
I'm not sure I want to be rescued by an 80-year-old. That's just my one thing. That's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
you take what you get.
Yeah, at that
exactly.
point,
It's
yeah.
a great way
Listen,
to go.
I don't
won't
care.
be picky.
I don't care who rescues me as long as somebody does.
Yeah.
All right, that's Eric. Who do we got next?
All right, I am Don Schweihofer, and my uncle Jebediah made this vest out of drapes that he found in a haunted house.
What? Are you kidding me?
None of that is
This
true,
is
but it's a
a
great.
lot of pressure.
He bought it from douchebags online.
What? I was sold.
Were you?
Were you?
I was
All right.
so
He
impressed.
did. He delivered.
true.
He delivered with
Don't ruin
confidence.
it.
That's true. That's true.
That's what it takes. Oh, talking to your
Talking
mic.
to your mic.
There we go. All right, who's next?
My name is Mikey Avaki.
Get on that thing. Get
And
on it.
my uncle is stuck in the 80s.
He's dead.
That's all I got.
He actually is like time travel shit.
Yeah, you never hear of a time machine?
What? I
So
think
how do
they're
you prove
playing
that
with
he's there
us
now?
He's stuck in the 80s. He can't get out. All right, who's next?
Yeah, I don't really give a shit.
This guy, big guy.
All right, here we
I'm
go.
Steve Oddie, and one of my uncles had a tree fall on him, and then he
What?
drove himself to the hospital.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
These are incredible.
Fill it in.
Okay, so
Paint the picture for us.
my uncle's a lumberjack. And
Wow,
he
that's
was working in the woods
number
alone.
one, that's
the tree
cool.
fell on him, and he drove himself to the hospital.
Where did it fall? How did he get
In
out?
Vermont.
Yeah, in Vermont was where it
That's where
fell,
I'm
actually.
from.
Wait a minute.
I can see
That's where
that
I'm from.
definitely
Twinsies.
happening.
Yeah.
I've been in those situations before.
So
They're real.
it fell on him, and how did he know that he needed to go to the hospital? What?
Because he got hit by a tree.
I think a tree fell on him. I think that's the answer to
I
that.
think there
But
was-
he wasn't hurt enough that he needed somebody else to take him to the hospital.
He was alone in the woods, and his bone was sticking out, so he cut the tree.
Oh, the bone was sticking
Bone in the
out.
woods.
Bone.
Yeah,
Usually
that's-
when you
that's
see
a
the bone.
giveaway.
Did he have to like crawl to his car?
Oh my God, this is
I'm gonna
harrowing.
assume so.
Because when you first stub your toe on your bed, you
Yeah.
know, you think you're gonna die.
What? Which
Cool
bone was it?
uncles,
Arm,
man.
leg?
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Femur.
That's some good one.
Femur.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a big one. That's a thick one.
Is that the one you blew?
Yeah, same one.
Cool.
Femur. I didn't.
Point to his arm.
Yeah, right? Isn't that right?
No.
No,
Femur's
femur's
the
leg.
leg.
That's your leg. Your
This
femur's
is
your leg.
femur.
Wait. What is this one? What? I thought that was a femur.
No.
Humerus.
Down. That's your leg bone, man.
Okay, femur.
guitar nuts
Okay, all right.
Tibia, femur.
Either way, it's what you call a compound fracture, and I only hope that he's feeling better now. Is he?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Yeah, that was like a decade ago. He's good.
Okay, good. All right, fantastic.
Heroic.
All right, let's-
All of them.
All the uncles are good.
A lot of great uncles
Yeah,
in this.
good
in
uncles.
this band. Let's talk about the new record. It's called "Love in the New World." That's what it's called.
That is correct. Yes, Love in the New World just came out last Friday, the 21st.
Last Friday. How did it feel? How did last Friday feel for the dedications?
Felt good. We've been sitting on it for a little bit. You know, we tend to kind of work through things slowly at our own pace, but this one we were working on for a while and kind of just fired out like a cannon. We felt like it really came out pretty well. You know, these two guys are kind of the exec producers, I would say.
Yeah.
You know, if we're talking CSI over here, and yeah, I think that there's some really cool songs on. You know, She's Hung, which you just heard.
Yep. Is that the single?
That is see, that's a good question. We're trying to figure out what the single is. You know,
Okay.
they kind of go all different places. So
I guess the people will decide what the
people
single
will
is.
decide. Although there's something to be said for a well-hung woman. That's what I say over here.
Amen.
Yeah. Wow. The silence is deafening.
I think everybody was maybe looking
No,
for
we
an
were all being like,
explanation.
yeah,
for-
that's true.
I think it speaks for itself. You know, she's hung up on me. That's great. It's a
I
good
get
line.
it. Oh, okay.
That's not what I was thinking, but
What,
I still like it.
I don't know if there's any other interpretation.
But why is it called "Love in the New World"?
Well, the
Can
first
we
song.
love in the new world?
Is there love in the New
I
World?
think
That's a
it's
question.
It's
That's
so-
harder.
This
It's
is the
so
question that we
complicated.
answer on the album. It's like, it's like entering a new phase of your life,
Yeah.
entering a new world, a
Yeah.
new place. You know, I've lived a bunch of different places. I've lived in Michigan,
Yeah.
Providence,
Yeah, yeah.
L.A., Boston, of course, this lovely city of Boston.
Right.
And, you just always find yourself and you find love in the new world. Was that convincing enough? I like that. As it was coming out of my mouth, it felt good.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Falling in love with a new
You
place.
guys. I'm going to find them after this. They're
Yeah.
not allowed to talk.
Well, that's fantastic. So this is the new world that we're living in now, or
We're
is the new
always-
world coming? That's
Well, he's in the new Boston from wherever he moved from.
That's exactly.
so.
in a new.
Are we?
Or it could be more of a transitional period. We
It's
all have
open to
those.
interpretation, Ken. You can have
Yeah,
it any
you're
way you
good at
want.
this stuff, buddy.
Quickly, best song on the album, worst song on the album. Here we go.
Oh boy, best
Oh,
song on
no,
the
that's
album.
terrible.
No,
This
it's important. He
we've,
knows. He knows.
Okay, all right. The best song. I mean, consensus around here. We are big fans of a song called "Shaking the Tree."
Okay, good.
That is a
Do
song.
you all agree?
Are you playing that one tonight?
We're not playing that one tonight. No,
Okay, all right.
it's tricky. It's really hard to play.
Okay.
So "Shaking the Tree." That's a
Best.
good one.
Worst.
Oh boy, worst. What do we want to
Worst.
say? Oh yeah.
You give love a bad name.
Paradise City. Paradise City. That's it. Yeah. That's the worst one on the album.
Great Bouchard and the dedications,
Thank
everybody.
you.
All right, we'll see them. We'll see them again in a little bit. All right, there you go. Off
We
we go.
didn't get to the gray pants.
We'll talk about Gray Pants later.
I don't know what
I
there's
think,
to say.
I think they
think
really,
we
think they
know
really
enough
speak
now.
for themselves. Quite honestly. Here we go.
I'm pretty sure
Here
he
we
made
go.
them do it.
Here we go. All right, thank you, dedications. We learned a lot in a very short amount of time, so I appreciate that. Hey, this is the time of the show where Elsa Riot, who's to my right, gives us a little advice. It's a part of the show that we like to call.
We don't need you anymore. We don't need you anymore.
A little more enthusiasm, please. A little more enthusiasm.
Thank you. I wasn't going to ask, but I appreciate that you
She's wicked good at advice. Come on. All right, here we go. So here's what happens. People write in, and by the way, you can write in to Elsa anonymously if you like, and ask a question. She's going to do her best to help you out, and she is a master of many things.
Yeah, and
From
this is one
from
of them.
burlesque
A
to
lot of niche things, that's for sure.
from burlesque to Dungeons and Dragons, and everything in between.
Yeah.
I'm
whatever-
very good at D&D. I
What-
could
Don't
I could
care.
talk about that for 5 minutes for sure.
Whatever is in between those two things, burlesque and Dungeons and Dragons, which covers a wide.
This is true.
She knows
incredible.
about it. She's good on it. All right.
So our first question
Okay.
comes from George with a car, location not disclosed.
Big show off. He's got a car.
Yeah, good for you,
Right.
George.
Fucking George.
George
With
says,
his goddamn
George.
car.
I offered to carpool with
It's not even that good of a car.
I don't know. It says nothing about the. It's
This
probably
better
it's
be
probably
about
true.
a car. I'm gonna be so.
It is about a
pissed.
car.
All right, let's hear it.
That would be bad. Anyway,
Let's hear it.
George says, I offered to carpool with a coworker once, and she came to expect rides to work with me, but has been keeping me waiting for longer and longer as she gets ready. I don't want this arrangement to continue. What do I do?
He feels like George with a car. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Poor George.
Yeah, he's just being used for his car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I know how. I mean, waiting for a lady to get ready for work.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't have a job. I'm asking. What's that
Can
like?
you ask her to
All right.
maybe? But have you? Yeah. What is your advice?
I mean, my advice is to give a hard cutoff time, and then.
And then you're like,
am I
all
not
right.
talking into my mic?
You.
Oh. We're all getting got tonight. Anyway, my advice is to give an actual cutoff time. I'm leaving your house at XYZ
If
time,
you're
and
not
just
ready-
leave her to fend for herself, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's about setting boundaries and appreciating your own time. And I don't know. It didn't say anything in there about having a complicated working relationship. So
Right.
Well, it's going to be complicated if you
If
leave
you
her at the
haven't
curb.
confronted the situation yet, just do it. It's perfectly normal to be like, hey, that it kind of bothers me, and I'd be happy to drive you under these terms.
yeah, I also think that the commute to work is a very sacred
Yes.
time. You need to have good peace of mind before you go into work and
Protect the space.
Yeah.
Briefly, about 4 or 5 years ago, when I broke my leg for 3 weeks, Stacy drove me to work, and she still reminds me about it sometimes.
Because I loved it.
Did he take forever to get ready?
Well, he would slowly come down on his broken legs to my car.
Took forever to get from the front door to the car. Jesus, Ken.
Yeah, and she was very complaining about it at the
Because
time.
it was like terrible traffic around. It just like added so much time. I loved it though. I remember it so well. One time you had a
I feel like you really
lunchbox.
get to know someone during those sacred commuting hours. I feel like people are at their most raw
Yeah.
before work.
Did you like it?
Loved it, buddy. All right, next.
All right, next, I am in desperate need of submissions, y'all. I did not get many, so instead I'm gonna flip it on y'all and ask your advice. Can I pull off this hat?
Here we go, everybody. Now,
Can I be a hat guy?
when Elsa came in,
I was wearing this hat.
she was wearing
Yeah,
this hat.
I was like, are you gonna?
And the first thing I did is compliment her on her hat. And the second thing that happened is that somebody else, John or Johnny or somebody, also complimented her on her hat. So I would say you're on the right track.
Yeah.
With the hat?
Yeah. What do you say?
I've never been a hat person, and then one day I found a couple hats I really liked.
Well, I just wouldn't mess with you in that hat. It's a powerful hat. You look so good.
Okay. All right.
All right,
So
everybody,
consensus is yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're a hat guy now.
All right. I'm a hat guy now. Thanks, everyone. Do
How's-
what I tell you and tell me what looks good on my head.
Right. All right, everybody. Listen, here's what's going to happen. We're very excited. The Boston Arm Wrestling Dames are here.
Yeah.
They're going to show us. They're gonna display one of their incredible physical feats. One of their battles, and then, if we're lucky, our resident champ, Stacy Deasy,
That's me. Can anybody believe it?
might take somebody on. I think.
Might I?
Yeah,
I better.
I hope
I've been
so.
warming up.
I'm too scared to do it after I got my ass beat last
Yeah,
time.
last
so
time they were here,
I'm just
Elsa
glad
and
it's not
I.
me.
Elsa and I gave it a shot. Didn't work out so well.
I was very big for my britches too.
So,
I was really, I really was humbled that day.
And they have an incredible. We're going to show you their incredible bench.
It's so.
Is it a bench? It's a bench, right?
I feel like I'll do even better with
What
this
would you?
bench.
Is it a table or is it a bench?
Yeah, it's
I'd
a table,
say
a wrestling table.
It's a table.
And it's
a high
sparkly.
top. A high top.
Yes, a high top.
Thank you. They're going to show it off. They'll let you know how to make your own if you're lucky.
Nice.
You
I
might
need
want- you might wanna
the
make-
right place to practice.
Let's bring Royal Jelly out here and she'll tell us all about it. Here she comes, everybody.
Oh my God.
What? It's Royal Jelly, everybody.
Gorgeous as always.
Welcome back to the show. Thank you. So here we are once again, the Boston Arm Wrestling Dames. How's the league been going?
Oh, it's going great. We're really excited. We have some new wrestlers. And this time our tournament, so every time our tournament benefits a different charity. So this time we're supporting the Network La Red, which is a survivor-led organization that supports LGBTQ plus folks who've experienced domestic violence or sexual violence. And so we're really excited to support them. And we've got a great lineup of some new wrestlers. We're bringing back some really solid wrestlers tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Royal, who is going to be wrestling this evening on the show?
So this evening we've got from the Apocalypse with a Sting, Zombie. Look at her. She's scary looking, right?
A little bit familiar, but definitely
Yeah,
scary.
A little familiar.
A little familiar.
I know that smell.
And by the way,
Is that creepy?
and by the way, where does Zombie rank in the league currently?
Zombie is a strong wrestler. She was in the semifinals last time. Yeah, she's no joke. I mean,
yeah.
look at her.
Look at her.
She takes no shit.
Those abs don't lie, right?
Seriously.
She might take it all. Who knows?
She might. Who
will she be going up
So
against?
she's going to be, we got a presidential flair here with Lumberjackie Kennedy.
Hell yeah.
I love that. Oh my
Did you know that
Look at her.
guy's
She's
uncle?
so chic.
Lumberjack uncle.
And who will be officiating this contest this evening?
So we've got the judge, Ruthless Bad Hair Sinsberg. Look at that sick collar.
Incredible.
So good.
All right, Stace, go up there with the microphone so we can hear all the action.
All right.
And we are ready to see some violence. Here we go.
All right. So, ladies, hand to hand.
Before we get there, can someone explain how this incredible high top bench table came to be, how it was created?
Yes, so this is a custom made by the producers of BOD, custom made table that is to regulation. It's designed to keep everybody safe, has a little bit of flexibility. It's got nice pads here. So as soon as the wrestler's hand is pinned to the cushion, that would be a victory
Boom.
for that bout. And there's 3 bouts to every match. So
Right.
it's the best 2 out of 3.
Okay. All right,
The
here we
wrestlers
go.
have to keep their hands on these pegs, and they have to keep at least 1 foot on the ground.
Other than that, anything goes.
Before we begin, how are you feeling about this one?
I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah.
All right, how are you feeling?
I always feel good. I like holding hands.
Okay, great. You can see, fierce competition. We're excited. All right, here we go.
All right. So, let's square up. Are you comfortable with that grip? Are you comfortable with that grip? All right. 1, 2, 3, wrestle. Follow, follow, follow. Pin.
Whoa, okay. All right. First round goes to Zombie.
So let's switch sides.
What?
Let's switch sides. Yeah.
That's Chris is right. That is smart. Switching sides. All right, here we go.
All right, left hand. You guys comfortable with that grip? All right, 1, 2, 3, wrestle. Follow, follow, follow. Pin for Zombie.
Oh my God.
Zombie for the win.
Oh my God.
Well done, Zombie. You don't survive the apocalypse without having some strength, and we got to see that strength tonight.
That's incredible. That's how you do it. It's just that simple. Now, Stacey, are you ready to take on the victor in this thing?
I mean, do I have a choice?
No. All right, here she comes. But first, you have to get you got to understand the rules of engagement before.
I don't want to play by the rules. Is that okay?
No, you have to play by. Get over there.
We don't want any broken elbows.
Right. Please explain the rules to Stacey before she begins.
We'll start with right hand. So here's some things to consider. You want to
Okay, here we go.
keep your elbow on this pad.
Yep.
You want to follow your hand, right? So no matter what's happening, if you're winning or losing, think about it as a microphone. It's going to keep you safe. And other than that, I mean, you're at her mercy. So, so Godspeed.
Here we go.
So meet, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So you're gonna want to get closer to the table. You're gonna want to close up this gap a little. Give yourself a little more. Yeah, well.
All right, here we go. Best out of
All
three.
right, 1, 2, 3, wrestle. Follow, follow, follow. Pin.
Oh. Stace.
All right, we're gonna switch arms.
We're gonna switch arms.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, so left hand. There you go. Hand on the pin.
Stace, how you feeling about this, pal?
Fucking solid.
Okay, great.
All right. Are we comfortable with that grip? Yeah?
Please work with me here.
All right. 1, 2, 3, wrestle. Move your body this way. Move your no, the other way. This way. Follow. There you go. Bring your face to your arm. Amazing.
You did your best, pal. That's the important thing.
Zombie. Nice work.
They hurt me.
Maybe you guys could tell us a little bit about how you become a master arm wrestler like Zombie. What is the training like?
We have some pretty serious training sessions. Maybe Zombie wants to speak to it more, but we do practice. Well, I don't have to wrestle.
Right.
I'm the diva. But these guys work hard. They train, they practice, they are aware of their safety. They're really trying to engage their whole body. Do you want to say more, Zombie?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot about finding what works for you. I find that every wrestler tends to have kind of like a signature go-to that they sort of use as their particular move, and it's finding out that in your body and also knowing your opponents too. Like, we have several wrestlers that do a specific move every single time, and the more that you learn with them and practice with them, the more you can plan for that and get ready to kick their ass.
Fantastic. Now, when you...
So it's just like wrestling, but with your arms.
Right.
I just got it, y'all.
Good job. But wait, Zombie, after you humiliate somebody thoroughly like you just did to Stacey DC here.
Uh-huh.
I was pretty good.
What's
I
it
thought
like?
you were great, buddy.
No, you did. You did your best. That's what I'm saying. It's
I don't
important.
think so. I think I could really get her next time, you know?
That's what I thought last
We can
time,
go for
too.
round 3 if you want.
What do you do afterwards? Do you do you talk to them and ask them if they're okay, or do you just laugh in their face? How does it go?
Oh, well, I mean, I think that all depends on the wrestler themselves,
Okay,
right? I mean,
yeah.
I for one am here to wreak vengeance on humankind for
Okay,
killing my
all right.
entire hive. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to play all nice after I kick your ass.
Boston Arm Wrestling Dames, everybody! We'll find out where we can see them next.
Can I tell you?
No, not yet.
Oh.
It's not time yet.
We
It's not
have
time yet.
rules, just like you.
Right.
Gotcha.
We will find out exactly where we can see them in just a few minutes. But first, one more time, everybody. Oh, nice work. Do you see Rui over there?
That was a hustle.
One more time, everybody.
Spicy.
Here we go.
What? No, they got it. They got it. Oh,
That's
No
spicy.
problem. All good.
this is a room full of professionals.
Total.
One more time, everybody. It's Gray, Bouchard, and the Dedications.
Lost my taste for what I was again. I threw out every letter you ever sent, but all the ashes are scattered on the wind. Every coin is coming up heads. has a different price. Everything gets done up to the nines, but the words that cut us open can't be unsaid. Broken bottles at the foot of our bed. I can't forget you. I won't regret you. Sprawled on the love seat like a wounded child. All the substances I use can't sink the style. But this is my one trick, better get it right. You can keep the faith and still lose the fight. And I can't forget you. I won't forget you. I won't regret you.
Yeah! Great! Bouchard and the dedications. Fantastic, lovely. A little loud, quiet, loud there.
Yeah, I love a good.
You like the loud, quiet, loud?
Yeah, I like to do the whole journey.
People think Nirvana invented it. It's actually the Pixies, but
yeah, for sure.
But anyway,
I was just good
I'm
at
sure
ripping shit
someone
off.
did Quiet Loud before the 90s.
Nobody did.
No. The
Loud,
Pixies
quiet, loud.
really, they kind of invented it.
They did kind of invent it, right?
Because they took the same part and it's literally just quiet in the verses and then loud in the.
Boom. Pixies did it in the 80s. Nirvana popularized it in the 90s.
Boom.
All right, fair
and
enough.
it was.
And looked cooler. Nirvana looked way cooler doing it because the Pixies are ugly.
And it was perfected tonight by Greg Bouchard and the dedication.
Yeah!
Hey, everybody, we're rolling along. We're having a great time. Seems like we're going to be able to do this forever, but unfortunately we have time constraints, and we've come against them once again. So sadly, we have to start wrapping up. What we're going to do is, it's time to do the promos. Because everybody's here for a reason. They want you to go to their shows and buy their products. So we're going to bring the dedications back over here. We're going to bring the Boston Arm Wrestling Dames over here. And we're going to find out where we can see them all next. So come on over here, everybody.
Yeah!
By the way, while they find their way over here, let me tell you that next week on the show, a little surf rock action from a bigger boat, everybody. A little surf rock.
Yeah!
We're going surfing. And a little burlesque action from our old pal Betty Von Kexy, everybody.
Hell yeah.
That is next
We're in
week
need
right
one.
here on this show. But first, it's time to get
I
to
just
the-
can't. It's just unreal. It's so good.
You like that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, here we go. Royal, you can tell us, please, where we can catch some arm wrestling next.
Yes, Boston Arm Wrestling Dames. We have a tournament at the Oberon Theater in Cambridge. It's March 15th. Doors are at 7.
Get your butts over there.
Wait, is it going to be a championship match?
It's a tournament. So, we do 2 tournaments a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain the tournament.
Yeah, so we're going to have 8 wrestlers, and we'll eliminate 4, and then we'll eliminate 2, and then we have finalists, and we'll see who is our champion. We have a belt, a handmade, beautiful, awesome belt.
Yeah.
So right now, our reigning champion is Punky Bruiser, and she takes no shit. Like, I think y'all would like her. So come check it out. Yeah.
Yeah!
Incidentally, Punky Bruiser was the one that I took on last time, and
Slaughtered you.
I still,
Yeah, she
I
kicked
still,
your ass.
I still feel it.
Yeah.
I still feel it. I might never be
Yeah,
the same.
I don't think I'll ever be
Funky.
the same. So thanks.
Who's next? Gray Bouchard. Let's hear about the dedications.
Well, thank you so much, Ken, for having us on today. So we have a new album out. You can get it everywhere. You can get a physical one just like this. It looks pretty. It's got my face on it a bunch of times. That's fine. You like that. Then also we might have something coming up kind of soon. We're kind of just keep your eye on things. You know, we might see something soon.
Where do we go? Where do we go to keep our eye on things?
You go to facebook.com/GrayBouchardMusic, or you can just search for Gray Bouchard and the dedications on Facebook. We also have a website, graybouchard.com. I know, it's all about me.
Wow. All
Well,
right.
at least you put it out
Thank you.
there.
And these guys, they're really the muscle
Yeah,
here.
let's not forget the dedication.
Yeah, come
Where
on.
would Gray
I just-
Bouchard be without them?
They're the real stars. I just sweat. It's fine.
All right, thank you, Gray. Hey, let's find out what's happening with Elsa Riot.
So Smoke and Shadows is my super awesome monthly variety show. It is now in its 4th year, and the next one is on Saturday, March 7th, and it is also, it is also Saturday, March 7th is my birthday show as well as Jessica Lee Scary's birthday show. So you better come out and support your favorite local hot girls as well as live music from the Corinne Southern Band and some fresh comedy. And I'm going to be riding in fully rhinestoned exercise bike in my underwear for birthday money. So please come out.
Yeah!
What are you going to buy with all that birthday money?
Rent, you know.
Yeah.
A place to live.
Bucket
More
of-
tattoos.
We support it.
Bucket
in
of
that
eels.
order.
Just get a bucket of eels. Give that to the landlord.
Bucket of eels. It's a classic.
I'll send
Do
you
not
a
put
digital
eels in my
file.
underwear, please. I
Hey.
will kick you out of my show if you do that.
Did she say rhinestone bike?
Yes, she
Yes.
did.
Hell yeah.
Hey, besides being one of the reigning wrestling champs, Zombie also usually has something else going on. Do you want to talk about that?
I
Zombie?
knew you were familiar.
Oh, look close, everybody.
You won't see me, but you will see my alter ego, Jessica Dunaway, at Take It Out and Blow on It too on this Saturday. That's the day of the week. The 29th. The doors open at 8. It's a video game themed burlesque show. It's super fucking awesome. So make sure that you come out for it.
Yeah!
I need this back. I forgot. I'll also be in that same show, and Zombie's alter ego will also be in Smoke and Shadows on March 7th. So if you come to one show, you get both of us. It's a
Everybody's
great
been
deal.
talking
Great
about
deal.
this blow on it show. I think
I wanna
everybody's
take it out and blow on it.
Everybody's a buzz. Do you have a favorite video game, Stacey DC?
No video games.
Royal Jelly, do you have a favorite video game?
Oh, I'm a nerd. I like Skyrim.
Nice.
Skyrim.
What is that?
I don't know.
I got a couple
It's some
ideas.
nerdy shit. You get to ride a dragon. Spoiler.
Eventually,
It's
you
an
get to
old
ride
game.
a dragon.
I guess I do like shooting ones, unfortunately, because I'm a pretty straight shooter.
Straight
bad?
shooter. No, I don't know. As long as you don't shoot people in real life, take it out in the
No,
video game.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Okay.
She shot a rabbit once.
Ken.
No reason. No
Totally
reason.
ruined my high, just so you know.
No reason.
It
she
was
was
a
out.
total accident.
She was out visiting her mom. She goes out with a shotgun, sees a rabbit, fucking shoots it out of
What
nowhere.
kind of fucking family
What is that?
get-togethers do you have?
What kind of
Listen,
crazy?
I was trying
Brutal
to scare
kid,
it
brutal.
away from her garden.
Yeah, I think it
and
worked,
I didn't
Stace.
know I
Yeah,
was such a straight
sure
shot.
did. You scared him all the way to
I
heaven.
shot it right in the head.
Oof.
It was a
I scared it by
total
shattering its little
accurate
fragile
accident.
skull.
It's like a real life duck hunt, except for the
Yeah,
consequences.
exactly. Let's go over to the band.
The Gala US. Stop by Deadbeat Records. Pick up our fucking records. Stop by Caffeine Contact Records. Pick up our latest fucking single. You can see us March 7th at the Midway for Burger Records, Burger Revolution 8.
Now that guy knows how to promote. That guy.
With my $600 leather shoes.
Wait, what was that date again?
March the 7th. So if you're not going to go to the burlesque show, which is it sounds like a really great show, if you just go on it like a punk rock alternative to that, come on down.
All right, well, it's Well, you got something? Oh my God, Rui, the 15-year-old intern.
Thank you, Elsa. Hey, so Somerville Media Center is the place that we are doing this in. And, hello. Hi. So Somerville Media Center, we're doing it. This is where we do stuff. We also do a lot of other things here. There's a lot of...
Hurry up,
basically, I'm running for the board of Somerville Media Center. That's right, the board. I didn't know there wasn't an age limit, so I
Speed
guess I
it
can.
up.
Yeah, basically, come down this Saturday to Somerville Media Center at 10 a.m. Right? Yeah.
Vote for you, Brewy.
Exactly. Vote for me. Yeah. If you're a member, only if you're a member. You can't vote. Yeah, only if you're a member though.
Get
you can't
out
vote
of
if
here,
you're not.
Brewy. All right, this is the part of the show where we dance. There they are, everybody. It's the Black Leather Lagoon. Let's dance, everybody.
My daddy drives a UFO, drops me off and then he goes. Take on this mystery plane. Yeah, but he'll be back for me again. Oh, yes he will. Oh, I just can't identify with this world, so I don't try. Square-pegs open in round holes. I don't fit into these clothes. No. My daddy's unidentified. Mom's inside just a man inside. Looks like he gave some in and run. Oh, but